Shabbat, Pnei Shabbat nekabela.
Shalom Lechem, Shalom Alachem, Alachem, Elion, Imelech, Abeham Lagi, Ashtoru, Shalom Alachem, Alachem, Imelech, Abeham Lagi, Shalom, 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 Abeham, Alachem, Imelech, Abeham, Shalom, Shalom, Imelech, Abeham Lagi, Shalom, Shalom, Alachem, Elion, Imelech, Abeham, Shalom,
Pages 2 and 3. To you who's able to do so, to peace. There are 3. First, criminal goodness. To find knowledge which live. Lead us to take words, secrets, and our lot. Let us all enter things sure you need. Of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness and love.
Aru Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, sheshanu, v'noto v'tzivanu, lehaike Shabbat.
You may be seated. Enter page 20 and 21. We enter a few minutes of the week. Deep breath. Verses 1, 2, 5, and ask everybody's comfortably able to do so to rise and doors from the entered welcome the and then Shem made the souls that invasion your home. I invite you to sing face towards your home to welcome Shabbat into your home. The sweet
Said Shabbat, Oiv Shalom, Ateret Bala, Ram Simcha, Uvetzoa, Tochunei, Asaguna, Oila, Oila.
We continue on page 26, the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבם למרח יבבי מלכותי וחייכון ויומנו ובית בן ישראל בגלה וביען חריב ויאמרו אמן יהי שמי רברה לעולם ולעלמיה יתברך ויבח Yitba'ar ma'am yinasei Hadar yitale Yal Shayr v'shah yirichu Leila mol birchata V'shirata Tu echata v'nechama Yamira be'alma Yimeru Amen.
Who are called to prayer, page D8.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed.
Last three lines in the Hebrew on page 30. Continue with Shema Yisrael on page 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Shekevod Malchuto Le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Be seated. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach your children to them work whether you are tired or rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside you. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God.
Lemaru v'asem et kol mitzvotai v'yoshim le'lohechem ani Adonai asher hodsem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Elohechem Adonai Elohim.
Amen. Bottom of page 39. Please join the intended text. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. Heaven's clear, make earth just. Bonded to Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we found ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, again we overcame oppressive foes.
It has been our glory to bear our God, keeping alive in the dark age vision of a world.
Let's work for the day when she will win peace. Shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Become page 40.
Al Khar Manema, Peyam Shemiram, Eliza Eli Anu, Peyameru, Anaim Lomelahe, Nikamocha, Baeli Madonai, Nikamocha, Nedarbakode, Noratilo, Ose, Noratilo. Oh, say, fella. No, Rilo, oh, say, fella. Vener, Kiv Hadaro na Yaakov, Ugalo Yad, Chazadimenu, Baruch Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Hashkivenu, we ask for shelter, peace over us, over all the world, over Jerusalem, page 40.
Hashkivenu Alelu Shalom, Ve'alinu Shalom Reinu, Ve'alinu Sukkot Shalom Mecha, Ufros Aleinu Shalom Mecha, Amen. Shabbat beneath your wings, oh Adonai, guard us from all harmful things, oh Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, to it with morning light, teach us God on from right, oh Adonai. Amen. 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 Asher Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, ve'amideinu l'ayim. Oseinu sukkot l'omecha, ufroz aleinu sukkot l'omecha. Amen. Amen.
I'm thankful every week, Shabbat, for the opportunity it gives us to breathe, to be together, to connect, to our to community, to presence in the world. And we give thanks each week. We sing this Shamru. Page 40.
Vishamru and Israel and Shabbat Azor et Harabat L'Otam Berit Olam Vishamru and Israel and Shabbat Azor et Harabat L'Otam Berit Olam B'nei Israel Oti Olam Oti Leolam Oti Leolam Vishamru and Israel and Shabbat So et hachap l'dorot haberi olam. Ki sheish yamim Adonai et hashamayim ve'haaretz. Ve'shamru b'nei Israel et hashabat masot haberi olam. V'nashi Shabbat v'nafash Shabbat v'nafash Shabbat v'nafash. B'nei Israel Shabbat, Masot HaShabbat, Dorot Berit Olam.
Invite those who are comfortably able to do so to please rise as we turn to our
Adonai Sefatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagiti Hilatecha. Adonai, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
page 48.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Hey Avraham, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Ha'ol Ha'norah, El Elyon, Gomel Asadim Tovim, Konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasavot Ve'imahot, Evi Geulahem L'Mashmo B'Vah, El Chozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Sarah, Hagibor Elam Adonai, Chayakota Lehoshia, Ma'im Haruach, Mori Agashem, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, V'chei HaKol B'Racham Navim, Somech Noflim V'Hoi, U'Matzir Asri, U'Mekayem Emunato, Ishenei Alpha, Micha Mocha B'Gevuro, U'Mido Elach, Mechmeni U'Matzi Yeshua, Baruch
Page 52. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shemo.
El HaKadosh. Continue silently with text of your own heart, the words of the Spirit.
Shabbat shalom to everybody out there, live and in person, and out there on. So as we get close to the end of the secular year, I was thinking about I had around this time last year. It's called "When You Believe." And it's a little longer than a lot of the songs I play, just a little bit, not too bad. It's Ian Schwartz, and this song comes from the 1998 musical feature, "The Prince of Egypt." So we follow the life of Moses through his ultimate destiny of the Hebrews out of the land of Egypt. So it sort of is a little bit more Passover flavor than not. It was sung by contemporary artist Whitney Houston and Rock Harry. It's a song with its meaningful and additional lyrics, which unfortunately won't be able to hear. This solo arrangement describes the ability each has to achieve miracles when they reach out God and believe.
want to see, so I just see what's going on. I think pass. All right, good. So we'll follow the Torah reading cycle. Know that we're in the middle of what I think of as like the Joseph novel, right? It is kind of a self-contained story. It's why they made a musical out of it, right? It's the Joseph narrative. There is, a couple of weeks ago in the first part of the story, there is an insert, another story that doesn't seem to fit. It's the story of Tamar and Judah, although if you want to read alters of biblical narrative, actually is part of the narrative. I'm not going to talk about that today. So we're in the second to last Torah portion now in the book of Vayigash, by Vayechi, and it will end next week, the Joseph story. Next week, all games death, right? That is usually these portions that talk about death, and Vayechi, and he lives, and the life of Sarah, as Sarah dies, have these kinds of things that play out. But this week, we have a big reveal. It's again back to Egypt. They had come to Egypt, and Joseph had sent them away to hostage. Simon as a hostage, and they sent them. Benjamin hadn't come the first time. Said, "Be our brother Kumi," and they went away for a while. They didn't even come back right away. But then they ran out of food again. So they had to go back to Egypt. That brother left down there, and so they went. And there's this theme all throughout the Joseph narrative of hidden. So in the beginning, when they hold out the coat that is bloodied with the this was Joseph's coat. They hold it to Jacob, their father. They say, "Recognize this," and he says, "Oh, my son is dead." And all through this recognition ties into the Judah and Tamar story. But then here, right, in the last we had recognized his brothers, but they didn't recognize him. Right, and so there's this whole you should know a bigger story. You also learned last week that Joe is talking through a translator. The others don't know that he understands their Hebrew. So they're talking amongst themselves, and they're saying, "Oh, and that's why we're being punished," and the things, and they're doing all this stuff. And Joseph understands their conversation, but they don't know, right, that Joseph understands. There's this thing of hidden and revealed. And this will come back, and finally, after some back, Joseph can't contain himself anymore. He's in the room where his brothers are, and he's down. He says, "I am your brother, Joseph," and he reveals himself. Next is others to go get, right? You got to go get Jacob, bring him back down here. And my colleague, Rabbi Eli Garfinkel, points out that he says, "Vashletechav vayalchu ve'yomer alechem al tirzu derech." As he sent his brothers off on their way, he told them to be wholesome on the way. And there's an interesting that comes out of this from the Bechor Shor, who puts this a little differently. Tirzu on regaz. It can be agitated with fear. Have no fear on the road, rather than quarrelsome on the way. Have no fear on the road, because he says, you'll be safe, because everybody knows Joseph. Right? Everybody knows, because everybody's been coming to Egypt. If anybody give you, just let them know that you're Joseph's brothers, and you'll be safe journey. And he says, and if they bother you, then I'll let that person go in, and we're going to wait for you. So they'll start, that'll be their justice. So he's saying to them, like, hey, I'm the boss in these parts. Anyone who messes with me, and with the full force and power of Egypt. So I'm thinking about this a little bit as, there's a, been on for a long time, close to 8 days now, almost there, and there's a rise in anti-Israel rhetoric and anti-Zionism in other kinds of things. And, for me at least, Zionism is really just about the Jews having a place in the world. That's really the endless places where Jews have in this world, in our ancient land, some place. And I'm thinking, as we read book stories that are going back and forth, right? They're going, right? Joseph's for a guy, right? He's for a, they're gonna go there. Jacob comes down, 200 years. And begin this discussion. Their cows are fat, and they're gonna sell, and then they're gonna get to the Passover story, and then arose a Pharaoh who knew not Joseph, right? And they're there, and then right back to the land, right? And so we've always had in our history this. Not only have we always had a sense that we should be in the land, we've always had in our history often many times that we couldn't be there, that we were forced out of it. There have been a more modern period in our own church. Remains among some extremist ultra-Orthodox Jews. We shouldn't return to the land until the Messiah comes, right? And be a theocratic state in the land of Israel. The Satmar Hasidim are probably the most famous of the Notorious Parts, or in Peru and others. And from about the 80s till about 1947 was anti-Zionist movement. There were some exceptions in there, but by and large was the face of Judaism. And I think most say they, I'm a Reform rabbi today, we're wrong. Right? They couldn't separate, because it was a separate peoplehood, not just a set in the land, but really separate Jewish peoplehood. It would be Americans of Mosaic faith, right? That would separate controlity from who were Jews. Of course, the reason on this platform was written, which was changed that before in Europe in very significant ways by 1937, and so you have that as well. I see inside the horse, right? The horse that Joseph is saying, "Don't worry, we've got your back." The whole thing is for 2,000 years, the Australian government that can have concrete political authority from the year 70 to the year 1948. We've essentially existed as a guest in the nations in which we've resided. And often we're good, often for 100 years. Our presence was tolerable or even beneficial. The moment that the way people were elders. Of course, Jewish powerlessness, while it keeps you morally pure, was not a moral virtue. Without being able to stand up for ourselves, that wasn't a moral virtue that we do as people. So the reason that we need Zionism, I believe, is that always where we belong, where we get to shape society, where we have power, a place from which we excel, a place of security. And why don't here? Can Jews take a pass because it's tempting though. I mean, from the very beginnings, George Washington speaking or writing to the Hebrew congregation of New Portland wrote, "It is now no more is spoken of, as it when holds one class of people, and another enjoy the exercise of their natural rights. The sovereign United States will give no sanction to persecution assistance, requires only literature, should it means of good citizens, in giving it on all occasions their special support." And nonetheless, even as comfortable Jew America, we have seen Washington's promise has always kept to. For us, certainly at a time of slavery, he spoke, and we maybe felt less comfortable in recent days, at least in certain spaces. And what does it mean? I've said a lot that I think people who come in, I think, who are Zionists probably become just as much anti-Zionist in days, and those who are Zionists have become more Zionist in recent days. I'm not sure sometimes do that at all. Like, I know that a lot of people have felt more Jewish in recent days or did, right? Sometimes affect anti-Semitism, and it's unfortunate, but as I say, to mark the fact that anti-Semitism in hand is Jewish identity, right? It's not something we would want. It's not so we should have anti-Semitism. I don't mean all. But from the Jewish history, part of Jews because we didn't have a choice, right? Other people identify you as a Jew and treat you different, and that's reinforced your identity, right? It's really been assimilation has only been major in America, partly because we've been fighting so well. So as there's agitation, we feel a little different. We respond a little differently. Our hope, of course, as a prophet teaches, the lion shall lie down with the lamb, the leopard lie down with the kid. That's our messianic dream, that all people and all nations can live together. But for my own values, until that messianic time, we need to have a Jewish power in the world, so that Jews always have a place that can be safe, that we can be safe. Shalom. Turn now to we're going to turn now to Israel. Find page 100.
Shamayim, so Israel, Gado, Barekat ben Israel, Reshit Smicha, Geulatenu, Avinu Shamayim, so Israel, Gado, Barekat ben Israel, Sagulatenu.
Rotten Redeemer of the most thanks for the promise of redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over the shelter of peace. Nothing reminds you with your love. Help them for good counsel. Bring hands of those who defend our holy land. Bless the land, all its inhabitants. Sure. Let us say,
Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, Tzor Yisrael, Baret B'nach Yisrael, Tigatenu, Amen, Amen,
page 253 are thoughts towards our lives and in our community and in God.
O Holy One, blessed our mothers, blessed our fathers, from age, let heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names. Ado Baruch Hu, Imlerachami Alehem, Hatzikam, Urabotam, Rishabahem, Refuat Shema, Refuat Amesh, Waduf, Sha'ar Chesed, O bless and heal in our hearts, and hear our prayer.
Ask for blessings, Amen. Brother with Ellen Weinfeld, Kathy Feld, Serena Post, Bob Stewart, John Morse, Kravitz, Roy Snyder, Sharon today, Mike Klein, Joel Beasy, Rosser, Rita Warshaw, Taylor, Brenda Ballard, Dan Marks, Jeff Nelson, Robert Waldman, Mary Guzman-Farrow, UD, Deb Lane, James Gilbert, Sharon Zaki, Val Barron, Oliver Holland, Bill Hughes, Ed Means, Stephanie Holland, Ruth Lambert, Feynman, Dine, Virginia Guzman, Suzette Guzman, Meryl Rudin, Bill Litton, Rodgers, Ed Phillips, Sam Young,
Howard Bush, Mary Ellen Doe, Vince Smith. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their name.
I'd like to invite King Fisher back up to the share a few announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much for the beautiful and meaningful service tonight. To Cantor for leading us in Dr. Randy Polo for his always amazing selections. To Sean running our network that takes out those honor walls. Thank you too to those who greeted us at the door tonight. They were Judy Rose, Sharon Strigalato, and Kylie Sykes. Even though this is tends to be a quiet, there are things going on, as there always are, at Temple Beth Israel. First of all, this coming weekend on Sunday night, we have Fiddler on the Roof. You can get tickets for Fiddler on the Roof at the Salon Breath and Later. So much fun. And I Cantor, you'll be there. Our fiddler, well, not on the roof, or leader, and it's just a lot of fun to be there and to experience that. I would encourage you to go. And that ends at 7. Sunday at 7. Okay, thank you. And on Wednesday, Mahjong, Wednesday here. Oh, okay. Forget that. But we do have, in weeks, we have our Brotherhood inviting you to see a basketball game, which is also a lot of fun. When we went there a couple of years, seems like it was before we got to rewatch game, which is always fun and exciting. Also go out there on the court, you're able to shoot hoops or try, and it's just a nice evening with your friends from Temple. It's really fun. So these and other events, just going to be on Tehillah or online in our weekly Tekiah. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
I just want to give a quick shout out to those of us participating in Stars of David. It was originally scheduled for a couple of weeks ago, but for various reasons it had to be scheduled. But it is meant to be right here on this Bima. February, we're setting in February 3rd. Please consider go ahead and buying tickets. It's our 30th anniversary, and it's a wonderful show. It's really a lot of fun to watch, and it's certainly fun for me and my fellow Cantor to bring to you. So just wanted to mention that. Thank you.
And just to follow up on the Fiddler tickets, if you look at your TBI Tekiah from yesterday, there's a link you can make right there at a discounted rate of $12.50, 16 bucks off, 16 at the box office. You buy your 12th and print out your ticket from right into the theater. Your name will be on it. There you go. So you can get a discounted ticket plus if you don't make a decision until the last minute. You can go to the box office at the Lemley, buy a ticket for a few more bucks as well. So, absolutely. All right, so turn out page 182, in the middle of the page, for a link check. Please,
Reishit, O Atzanu Kigoye Aratso, Samanu, Kemchotama, So Samalim, the Goralenu Onam, Vanachnu Korim, Umachim Odin, Igna Malach, Malche Hamlachim, Hakash Baruch Hu.
page G7.
למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא ביום יהיה אדוני ושמו אחד.
294. Those who have died in recent days or at this time in years past. Remember the deaths of Stephen Sensor, Weimer, David Bush, father of Cantor Paul Bush, grandfather of Ben Bush, father-in-law of Lisa, mother of Bob, sister, brother of Ben. We recite the anniversaries of the deaths of Ernest Victor, Ginger Friedman, Rob Gilbert, Bonnie Silver, Ralph Dunn, James Miller, John Singer, Barbara Chapman, Miriam Miller, Hyman W. Fink, Anna Whipper, Bruce Stillian, Rose Watkins, Helena Fondo Gonzalez, Blanche Palig, Rizal Reich, Harry Sayer, Helen Strub, Esther Victor. If you're remembering on the Shabbat, would like to add their name to those that I've listed, or please feel free to do your own, feel free to mention a name in that. If you're in a time warning yard site on the Shabbat, I invite you to please rise. And I invite the congregation to rise if some in support of those who mourn. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba v'yalma v'rachi uteyam lich machudei v'chechon v'yom echon v'chayechol beit Yisrael b'alav v'zmakari v'imru yaheshmei Rabba v'ralam memaya yitarach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei yukudusha b'richu la'ela mikol birchata v'shrata shbechata v'nechemata Ta'amin be'alma v'imru amen. Shlam rabbamin shmaya v'chayim anu be'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. O shalom b'imromav huya aseh shalom aleinu be'al kol Yisrael be'al kol Yoshetel v'imru amen. And we'll have to read one last stanza. Biyado.
בידו אבקיחי, אין אישן אחירה, ואם רוחי נתי, אבני לי ולא אירא, ואם רוחי גבייתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care, oh dear, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Oh, here I shall not fear. Safely in your hand. Hey, Ado Avkiduchi. Hey, Shan Le'ara. Ve'im Ruchi Adeti. Adonai li velo ira. My soul I give to you. I said in your hand, oh, I shall fear, hold in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear, safely in your hand.
For those who joined us online, thank you for being with us. Shabbat Shalom. For all of you in the sanctuary, please join us in the social hall. Mostly refreshments. Shabbat.
Shabbat.